What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be all over the place. I will be fangirling. I will be discussing with you guys. I will be talking about lore and theory, and this video is probably going to be one of the most hectic I have ever done because there's no pure focal point except for the character that we will be talking about. I think this is one of the more kind of, loosey-goosey, man.
Loosey-goosey, baby.
This is one of the more loosey-goosey kind of just random videos that I decided to do just for the sake of doing it because I want to be able to have your guys' feedback on what you think about this. So let's have a discussion on the Looking Glass Knight. Actually once called the Mirror Knight before they changed it. When I decided that I finally wanted to complete Dark Souls 2, I came across this boss and thought, wow, this has to be my favorite boss of the entire game. It is absolutely gorgeous. I saw the religious iconography and thought, oh, okay, so they're going really, really heavy-handed with a lot of the religious themes. They're doing the whole mirror thing. They're trying to reflect back to the player who they've been possibly the entirety of the game. Where exactly are you going with this, Miyazaki? From what I've read on the Looking Glass Knight, this was actually one of the protectors of Vendrick, and it kind of made more sense after I read that because when we go over and finally fight this boss battle, it seems like more of a breaking point for the game, where when we fight this, it was almost at the same turning point that I felt with Dark Souls 3, where we fight the same intro boss at the end of the game that we did in the very beginning. It had that same vibe. It had that same kind of feeling to it. So that's why I kind of wanted to have a free-for-all video of where we just discuss this because this character is so fascinating. And also something else that I found really interesting when I was doing just a little bit of research for this video was that you can be summoned by the Looking Glass Knight. Hold on, it gets even better. Now it states here in the Dark Souls 2 Wiki Fextra that in order to be summoned by the Looking Glass Knight, place a red soapstone anywhere in the castle in one of the areas around the two last bonfires, and in time you will be summoned. You're more likely to be summoned if you replace your sign every 10 seconds or so rather than leaving it alone on the ground. And it's also possible to get summoned by the Looking Glass Knight using a cracked red eye orb. You could be a summoned mirror squire. I mean, how adorable is that, right? Now, I'm not sure why, but there isn't much lore on the Looking Glass Knight, which is kind of sus, if you ask me. I always thought when I was going up against that boss that he's trying to reflect, the cursed one that we are back at us, so we understand kind of our journey throughout the game. I don't know. It's really interesting to see this boss and to see the lack of lore on this, and just in general that there really isn't much to go on besides that he has crown thorns, the religious iconography, the tears, the massive honking mirror shield that he has, which it could actively be a teleportation device because you are utilized also as a summon if you so choose. I know this video is very much all over the place, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is more of a community-oriented video. I just want to know what you guys think on the Looking Glass Knight. Do you guys think that there's more of a religious kind of connotation behind him because of the crown of thorns, because of the religious iconography, or do you think that he's more of this kind of reflecting onto the player who they are with the mirror that he has, or do you think it's something altogether new and unique entirely lore-wise? Let me know your theories. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below. If you find your worth in the waking world, you're a hunter, stay casually nerdy, and I'll see you all in the next video. Umbasa.